Good morning and welcome back to A Life Worth Living. I'm Frederick Groth, and I believe God has a plan for everyone. And I have a message of hope and truth to show you a life worth living. This morning, Genesis chapter 26. Our lesson is going to be keep on digging. Now, it seems Isaac had a very similar problem to his father, Abraham. I don't know what it is about sons and copying their father's insecurities, but Isaac did it. And this is just sort of a detour as we get through our lesson this morning. Isaac went and asked Rebekah, "You're going to be called my sister when we go to this new land." What is up with guys sometimes? Their insecurity drives me up the wall. It's all over the place. Say what you mean and mean what you say is a lot better than being deceitful. Now, to get back on track, Isaac went around and redug a bunch of wells that Abraham, his father, had dug, and that some of the native people had that they filled in. I don't know why you'd want to fill in a well of water, but they did. So Isaac went around and redug a bunch of wells. And the people of the land saw how much wealth and cattle and people Isaac had, and they got a little jealous and they fought over the wells. And Isaac would move and do another one, and they would fight until finally they dug a well and there was no fighting. Now here's a principle I want to talk about this morning. It's okay to go and revisit past success, even success of previous people, and to learn from them and derive some knowledge from them and dig into their process of success. But don't fight over a market share just so you can get ahead. Go and dig another well. Keep digging until you find your place. Find a place where you can drink from the well without having to worry about someone looking over your shoulder all the time. Dig until you become, quote unquote, the master of the well. So it's important that we never stop digging until we find our own well. Sometimes we've got to start by digging into somebody else's success and then move on to someone else's success and move on until we get our own portfolio, our own enough of our own knowledge to say, you know what, I'm going to dig here and I know there's water. And we dig and there's water and we have our own success. Keep on digging. And you know what? When people see that God is on your side, they will want to have peace with you. That's also in this chapter. The king of the land came to Isaac and said, you know what? God's with you. Let's make a covenant right now and renew the covenant that I had with Abraham. See, we need to understand that there are fighting over a small market share in life is pointless. There's so much out there we can do. There's so much out there that we can be a part of. And even in small groups like service groups and clubs in our communities, there's so much infighting because people all want to have a say. Give it up. If you're not on the executive, if you're not going to the AGMs, you don't have a say. If you go to the AGM, voice your opinions. That's what they're for. If you're on a service group, get involved. Don't complain about the workings of something until you get involved. So we need to learn that we all have a place. We need to learn that whining and complaining and bickering and fighting over the smallest little things is pointless. It doesn't get us anywhere. Let's get above and beyond that. Keep digging wells until we find our place and enjoy the refreshing, cool waters of our own success. And others will come and ask to be a part of what we are doing. God bless you. Go, live a life worth living, and always be better today than you were yesterday. We'll see you next time on A Life Worth Living.